Okay, let's put the designer paper on the build that we did. So this is the order, this is on the bottom, this is the second, this is the third, and that's the top. And then we have this in the front buckle, and this is the back. Okay. Now to attach the paper with the design paper onto the cardstock, I always recommend to first put it against the area where you want it to be, to make sure that it is indeed the correct size that you want. And if you want to see the edges, just put something underneath it for contrast. We want to have about 1/8 of an inch to an edge all around the pattern paper, so it gives it a nice frame. Also, the reason that we do it is because when you put the paper all the way to the edge like so, and if it's not glued down 100%, this area will get a lot more stress than if it is sitting over here. So it will fray and come up a lot faster. Okay. So I'm removing the tape that I put all around the edges, and I'm going to put just a teeny bit of liquid glue in the middle. You want to use a tacky glue and not the regular Elmer's glue, because Elmer's glue is just too diluted, too watery, and it will crinkle your paper. Tacky glue has a lot less influence on the paper itself. If you put too much, then you'll see it through. And it dries fast as well, so you want to put just a little bit and immediately after adhere it. This way you'll get a clean attachment. Okay, so this is the first, and go on the second. I'm going to turn it around this way just so that it's easier for me to put it on. Oh, it's just a little too close. All right, I'm gonna leave it on, but I don't know why. This one is just a little too wide. And you see, I did not take my own advice and check before I applied it. So now I'm stuck, but where is my long ruler? I'll take my cutting board. Okay. I think it's I don't know, it was cut just a little too much, so and I don't know where my 12-inch ruler is. Okay. This is just an unlucky page for some reason. Okay. This one's quite okay. For some reason, the other one was just 1/8 of an inch too much. And it does happen, you know, you think you cut everything the same, and then you go to put it down, and all of a sudden it's off a little bit. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to take the A5 piece. This is A5, and we're going to put it on the back side of the side flap of the little flap here. And I purposely chose the same pattern here. And I'm going to take the card and put it in the center. Okay. So these are my flaps. 1, 2, 3. Now I left the back on purpose without anything, because this was the first page that I've done. I wasn't sure if I'm going to have enough paper to last me throughout the project. So I left it like that. Now when you have leftovers, when you finish the pages, and if you have leftover cards and things like that, you can always go back and add. For example, I have this one. Let's say I want to choose to add something fun here. Let me think what I want to do. Yeah, so maybe we'll do this one. And I have here a little piece left over of plain cardstock. And I'm going to cut it all around here. Even though it's a colored cord cardstock, I still put black marker around it. If you hear the dogs in my background, I'm sorry. It's their time where they get the zoomies. Okay. So I can do it this way and put something here as a decoration. Okay, now some pages you might want to do closures, you know, especially if, you know, they have accumulated things over time. For this particular one, let's do a Velcro, and I'm going to also show you, a magnet, one of the pages at the end. So this Velcro is, it's a dot. It's a little dot, and I'm put them together, and then they have a sticker at the end. And I usually add it to the one side where the centered aspect is more important than the other one. You can just add a little bit more glue. Close it. Okay. All right, let's let it dry. I'm gonna let it stay until it dries really well, because it's not really dry yet. Okay. All right, I'm gonna put it aside and I'm going to get page 2 ready, and we will assemble it together in a few minutes. Stay tuned for the next video.